Hi guys, Mitch here. So I'm at solo camp again for the second time. I solo camp last night and before Kumanghipos, I think this is the best time to give you a tour of this new ultralight tent, the 3FUL floating cloud one person tent. Okay, so let's go. So this is the 3FUL floating cloud one person tent. Since this is a four-season tent, the mesh is very limited. The whole package weighs around 1.3 kilograms, including all accessories. So more or less, it is the same weight with my 3FUL Lanshan two-person tent. I became a fan of the 3FUL gear because of the good experiences I've had with my Lanshan 2. The company is making ultralight tents. They have good quality material and the waterproof rating is very high. So Floating Cloud 1 is a two-layer tent. Two-layer tents have the advantage when it comes to condensation because the water will just drip outside the inner tent. The outer tent of this model is made of 15D coated seal nylon with a waterproof index of 5000 mm. Now, at the back of this tent, there is a vent with a collapsible plastic rod wrapped in fabric that you can detach if you need to. Also, on this side, there is a brand print. And there are reflective webbings on all sides of the outer tent, which you can use to tie your guy lines for additional support in case of strong winds. The outer tent have adjustable buckles to tighten and loosen the four corners. Also, there are separate buckles for the outer doors. The zipper area of the door is thickened on both sides to prevent the zipper from gripping on the fabric. Now there's another brand print at the front. Okay, now let's open the doors and see what's inside. By the way, this small waterproof ground sheet from Nature Hike is one of my camping essentials. It protects my gear from the condensation from the ground since I placed them at the vestibule and not in my sleeping area. Now, since this is a one-person tent, there is only one door. There is also a separate buckle for the inner door. As you can see, all the zipper pulls of this tent are made of lightweight fabric. Okay, so the inner tent is also made of 15D nylon. I purposely purchased a four-season tent because I think it will give me more protection from cold. And it did. With limited mesh, the cold cannot penetrate that much inside the tent. Now, the floor is made of 40D coated seal nylon. The head and feet areas are raised higher to protect the inside from splashes. The corners are also seam taped to prevent leakage and to add strength to the tensioned area. The waterproof index of the floor is 6000 mm. Now looking at the dimension, this tent is 210 by 70 by 110 cm. I am 5 feet 6 inches and half tall, or around 169 cm. So there is enough headroom when I sit inside and around 40 cm space allowance in my feet and head area when I lie down. Now for the side space, it's not that much, but it's fine since I leave my camping stuff outside my sleeping area. There is one small pocket in this tent just below the back window. Now, this is one cool feature of this tent. This window gives me access to the vestibule at the back. You can seldom find this feature in a one-person tent. This will also serve as an additional vent which you can open even when it's raining. The vestibule on this side is quite spacious, although a bit smaller than the one in front. But I can store my shoes and other camping gears that I won't be using while at camp. At the top there is a hook for the tent lamp or any stuff that you want to hang. So, this is how the four-season inner tent looks like. Again, the bottom is made of 40D coated seal nylon, which is waterproof. The main body is made of 15D nylon. So, when the tent is fully closed, the only ventilation you get is from the mesh on the upper sides and from the top. This horizontal lever makes the headroom wider despite the narrow 70 cm width of this tent. The poles, by the way, are made of 7001 aluminum alloy, which are highly flexible and lightweight. For the pegs, I switched from the original aluminum ones to titanium. And since the tent is freestanding, I'm using these thinner pegs for the corners just to serve as stoppers. And these V-shaped, stronger pegs are for the vestibules which need more tension. So, with the criteria that I set for a tent, 3FUL brand met those criteria. It's just that they are a little bit expensive, but it's all worth it. By the way, the tent comes with a 210T polyester ground sheet, which is also waterproof with a rating of 4000 mm. So for the design, I love the idea of tents with vestibules where I can leave my camping gears outside the sleeping area. And also with the vestibule, you'll have no problem cooking even when it rains. I also prefer 2 doors if it's a 2-person tent so as not to disturb my companion every time I go in and out of the tent. Nature Hike actually have tents with vestibules like the Monger and cycling models to name a few. They are also lightweight and more affordable. So there you go guys. I hope you can take reference from this video in buying your future tent. Please don't forget to subscribe. Happy camping. Bye.